What's up, everybody watching? This is the video that I absolutely hate to make, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway. Now, this video is going to be a reaction video, something that we've done many times before on this channel and haven't done in quite some time, so maybe it was meant to be. But this is going to be a reaction video to the Diablo 4 Epilogue ending cinematic. Now, this gameplay footage isn't my own because, unfortunately, I've complained about this many times over on Twitch, on Kick, on pretty much anything. The worst part about a Diablo 4 playthrough so far has been the disconnects of the server. Everything else I thought was really well done, but the disconnecting on the server at random times drove me up the wall. I had it happen in a cinematic where Donan was dying and I got cut off mid-cinematic, and it happened this time in the epilogue. So, being that I haven't seen the full epilogue, because you can only view that once on your character, and once it was done, I was brought back to the grave scene when I relogged on, and the whole thing was just gone. So I never got to see the full ending of Diablo 4, and that's just something I'm not okay with. I don't want to have to go through a whole nother playthrough to get there. So we will be reacting to this video, and we will see what the future has in store for Diablo 4 with the epilogue. So here we go. Without further ado, the ending to Diablo 4. Let's go. It's so sad. It's not my character. He wanted to be so badly.
I spent a lot of time learning this code, so I hope you remember how to read it, Lorath. Because you are the last Horadrim now.
I don't know about that.
My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers. I don't know if she'd recognize this person I'm becoming.
This is key right here.
It's hard for me to think about her right now. But then I remember you and Donan. You weren't all-knowing Horadrim. You were bitter. You were uncertain. But you were always
This has a
friends.
full circle feel from when our character met Mephisto in a cave.
That's what I hold on to. Because there is so much further to go.
This is the setup for an expansion. It feels like it.
Your imperfection gave me hope. And we will need it to face what comes next. To face him and his brothers.
Mephisto did mention he would be a problem for us later on. More foreshadowing.
I don't know how much time I have. But there has to be a better answer. And I have to find it. Alone. I know you'll want to go with me. But people have already died because I was not careful enough. I can't risk you too. If I've misjudged, the world is going to need you to survive and clean up the mistakes I leave behind. I know you don't want to hear this, but you don't get to quit. Not again.
Burn away the truth. It's got an Arya Stark vibe.
Because if everything works out as I am hoping, we will never see each other again.
Yeah. Lone adventure in Neyrelle. And to the end credits. I want to do my reaction to the cinematic, and we'll leave it at that with a ship sailing off. So what I saw first and foremost was this pretty much sets up the door for the second expansion for Diablo. That's the first thing I noticed. You have Neyrelle traveling with Mephisto, which gave me vibes of my character in the very beginning of the game when we were coming out of the cave. So this sets the groundwork, I would say, when Neyrelle said she doesn't intend to come back to continue her storyline and to continue Lorath's storyline. Because I do believe Lorath is eventually going to chase her, because there was a reference in the game where Lorath said to Neyrelle, "One day you will be Haradrim." So that's something I'm possibly seeing that's going to pop up as a storyline in the next expansion. And it's pretty clear to me that it's going to be Mephisto who's probably going to be the big boss in the next expansion, as we have Neyrelle traveling with a Soul Stone and Mephisto at the end of the game. When she says that she's not coming back, I'm wondering if she's thinking of trapping Mephisto in a Soul Stone and then destroying the Soul Stone, putting it to the bottom of the sea, because she's out here on a boat. There's a number of ways they can go with that. So this just to me was groundwork for the next expansion overall from what I saw on first impression. It gave us a little Easter eggs developing our character, Lorath, and Neyrelle, who look like they're going to be mainstays going into Diablo's next expansion. Blizzard has announced there will probably be 2 expansions to Diablo. Likely the first one coming around December, but we know how timing is in the gaming world. That can change at any point in time, but it's looking to me that it's going to be Neyrelle and Mephisto going on some journey where our character is eventually going to have to chase them down, and we are going to require Lorath's help again. That's what I've noticed from this cinematic. That was my very first impression. I'm glad I got to go back and watch this. It was irking me to no end, not knowing how the ending completely played out. I got up to the part roughly where Neyrelle was grabbing the Soul Stone before I had the worst disconnect in literally gaming history for me. I have never had a game disconnect at the end of the game during the final cinematic in all the years I've played video games. You let me know if you had anything similar to that happen to you in any game, because once you play through a game that you're highly anticipating for years, because like I said, I've done reaction videos before, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong on this one, but one of the last ones I did was I could have been a reaction to Diablo 4 coming out, because I was anticipating this since 2019 when it was announced at BlizzCon. Then to go all these years later, finally play through the whole game, and have the ending get cut off was just something I wasn't okay with. We'll have to do another character when the season starts. I'll probably do more campaign stuff with Diablo 4. I'm debating if I should put up uncut cinematics, but I don't know if that's going to work out. Maybe on the second run. We're still working on the first run. Overall, after playing through Diablo 4, I'm also going to give you a review of the game since now we've completely completed it, and what my thoughts are as a whole. This game would have been a 10 out of 10 to me, no question about it. Based on the gameplay, the story, and everything that I have seen so far in the game. The replayability is there. The graphics were top notch. It would have been a 10 out of 10, but due to the disconnects that were happening since launch, which prevented a lot of nights of gameplay because you were just unable to get onto the servers, messed up a few streams, and started the phrase battling the start screen boss. Currently, I have to give the game an 8 out of 10. It's exceptional, but that is an issue that desperately needed to be fixed, and the only way I knew this wasn't a personal issue on my end was other gamers talking to me and telling me that they have experienced the same thing. Diablo has put out some big updates, and I do expect Blizzard to continue to do that, so I do expect this game to be fixed and to be a 10 of 10 once it does. The game took a lot of time, which is exactly what I want when I'm purchasing a AAA title. I want to play through this for a while. I don't want to beast through the content. I want to enjoy it. I want to absorb it. And I'm sure many other players feel the exact same way about this. Now that the first campaign run is done for me, the replayability with hardcore heroes is there. The seasonal stuff is there. I'm not entirely sure about having to start a new character when a season starts. I don't particularly like that one because I've always said I'm somebody who likes to stick to my main character and just play it through. So making new characters isn't something that's completely appealing to me, but I will probably end up doing it. That's just a testament for how good I thought the gameplay was in this game. If all the bugs and the little issues get fixed out of it, this can be a title that continues to reign for a long period of time. If not, it will probably end up taking a back seat to another AAA title if the bugs aren't fixed. But I do believe that Blizzard will take care of a lot of that stuff as time goes on, and we will have a smooth playthrough going forward into the next expansion. Everybody, you let me know what your thoughts as a whole were on Diablo 4. Let me know what your biggest complaints were. Let me know what you thought of the gameplay, the cinematics. Let me know your thoughts on this game overall. And will you be replaying this for a lot of time to come in the future? Everybody, we've talked a lot during this epilogue. I appreciate every single one of you who watched any of this Diablo playthrough since beta on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, TikTok, literally any of the platforms I have. The playthrough took a long time to put together, and the support you guys have shown me with the messages, the views, and the kind comments you've sent me in my inboxes are greatly appreciated. And I want to say all of you are greatly appreciated for that and for sticking by this channel through this playthrough, because it was a lot of work and it was a complete pleasure to share the content with all of you. And I do plan to continue to put out more of that in the future. That being said, everyone, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Later.